Welcome back, Jonas.
Hope you didn't miss us.
What are we going to talk about now?
Well, we soon, in about 5 minutes, gonna talk about international opportunities. But before we're gonna do that, we would like to know from you guys, what is your dream destination to study at? And for that, please go head back to the Mentimeter again, and yeah, just answer our question.
Type it in.
Yeah.
What is your dream destination to study at, Jonas?
Oh, my dream destination to study at? Well, probably at home in my bed. No, but for international things, I do think that Denmark is very nice.
Denmark. What
Yes.
makes it like Denmark so much?
I have been on vacation there for about the last 20 years every winter. And I just really like the vibe that the people have there and the culture and everything. And just in general, it's a nice and safe country. And
Fair enough.
the education is also very good, I've heard at least. And yeah, that's why I want to go also on exchange to Denmark.
Exchange to Denmark. Okay.
Yeah.
If you point that out, what is the difference between exchange and maybe other options we have here?
Well, we have two other options basically. We have the Grand Tour and Run EU, but mainly we would compare probably exchange to the Grand Tour,
Yeah.
because they are happening in the same semester most of the time.
Yes.
And well, the Grand Tour, you can study outside of Europe mostly at one of NHL locations. But what do you exactly do there?
Yeah, so the big difference, Grand Tour is really, it is an NHL location, as you just said. So you're also going to study with the DBE concept. It's going to be very similar to what you experience here in terms of the education system. But of course, you still have the international experience. You get to study abroad. You get to know new cultures, get to know new people, and kind of get out of your comfort zone, which is always a lot of fun. Everything is going to be provided for you during Grand Tour. So that's, I think, the biggest difference.
Yeah,
to
well,
exchange, right?
and the destinations itself are just kind of dream destinations to go on vacation, I would say.
Yeah.
If you think about Bali, Bangkok, South Africa, I mean, that are just amazing locations, right? So
They are, for sure. No, I think it's really nice. I think it's really great that we have so many different things to go to.
yeah, and
Because for me, actually, it's also exchange, though, because I really like also having a kind of a say in what I'm going to do.
yeah.
I actually already applied. I don't know if you did.
I haven't yet, but I still have time, about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
No, but I did apply, and I have my first choice for Norway, actually.
yeah.
That sounds really fun. Then I have Finland as
Yeah.
well, and my last choice is going to be Austria.
Yeah.
And then in March I'll hear where it's going to go. So I'm really looking forward to that.
We have about 160 partner universities in Europe, I believe.
Yeah.
And about another 30 to 40
Yeah.
outside of Europe.
Yeah, for sure.
So you will definitely find something that suits your needs, education-wise and country-wise.
Yeah. Let's
So-
take a look at the Mentimeter. London.
Oh, London.
Nice.
London is a very nice location. I don't know about studying, of course, but I've been there already 3 times.
On vacation, it's
Yes,
always
it's
very.
a very, very nice
I
city.
hear it's very expensive though, especially now after Brexit.
Yeah, that's very
But
true.
still,
New
certainly
York.
fun.
Canada.
Canada.
You can
I was-
study in Canada, actually.
Yes, I was actually considering it, but then I decided for me it's too far away, and I've been there already,
Yeah, fair.
so I'm lucky enough.
And well, if your dream destination is the Netherlands, well,
Perfect.
welcome.
We'd love to have you here. Make sure you check out our campuses.
Yeah,
Montreal,
definitely. Even
Canada.
Leeuwarden is there. Oh my God.
Oh, damn, the jackpot.
Oh, amazing.
Creative business is okay. Sure, a destination.
It's a dream destination.
Yeah, you can
It's
do
a
that.
dream program. It's a dream destination, I'd say. South
Grand
Korea,
Tour.
by the way, also a thing that I was considering, because in at NHL Stenden you have 3 choices basically: your first, second, and third choice. And I'm still not sure what to put on my third choice. That's why I haven't locked it in yet.
Still debating, huh?
Yes.
So when you have a lot of opportunities, you kind of need to make choices as well, and sometimes
Yes, that is very true.
that can take some time.
Well, but now I do believe, Svenja, that my guests are about to be ready.
Okay.
So I will talk to you later, and I guess you go somewhere else. What will you do exactly?
I don't know. You tell me. But I think you wanted me to explore some places
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah, maybe you can show me your dream destinations to study at.
Okay.
Maybe you can just
Yeah.
hop onto a flight.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Well, then see you later.
Fun with your guests. See you.
Oh, good morning to my 4 beautiful guests outside and inside the studio. I'm very happy to see all of you here. And yeah, I would like to start with some questions, of course, if you guys don't mind, I guess. And if you guys don't mind, I would like to start with Marla, because I know you're in Austria right now.
Yes, exactly.
And you've been on exchange for the last half year. So how does a typical day look for you, like in Austria now?
Well, mostly I wake up quite early, which is always hard. And when I wake up between 6 and 7, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? But then I catch the next bus, and then I'm on top of a mountain and I'm going skiing, and then I know what I'm doing it for.
Oh, that's amazing, of course. And well, how did you like your exchange in Austria? Because I mean, I know it's over now, so you have, last time we talked, you just started, but now you maybe have a little bit more insight.
Yeah, I loved it. I think it's one of the best decisions I made. And I loved it so much that I even decided to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck in Austria now, because it's so nice. Like, just the nature around it, just the quality of life is so high because you have so many opportunities to just be outside and do stuff. So I love it.
And was it easy for you to arrange that you can just do your, I believe your bachelor, your final, not exam, but you know what I mean, to write it in Austria now?
Yeah, it's quite easy. I think you can do it wherever you want to do it because we have online opportunities. Most of the sessions are online when you do your professional product or thesis. So you can just go wherever you want and do it from there, as long as you get the inspiration from the place you live in. I think that's all you need.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, if you have the mountains right next to you, that's always a very nice inspiration and a very nice environment to be around. I have to say, I also do enjoy that a lot, mostly in Switzerland though. And while you were gone to Austria, what did you do with your room in the Netherlands?
Well, because I knew that I'm probably not coming back, I gave up my room because I went on exchange. Now I'm doing my thesis from here, and I know that I probably won't do my internship either in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you easily could find a room in Austria as well?
Yes, it was really nice. I just posted it on Instagram actually, and then some friends of mine, I got really lucky, they connected me. But the university also gave you some opportunities for the people that went on exchange from Austria, that they could send them their rooms, and then you can take their rooms for the time while they're away. So that's really nice.
Nice. Thank you very much, Marla. I will now continue with my other guests, if you don't mind. So, Kornel, I would like you to ask you, where are you now exactly, and what are you doing there?
Hi there. Hi. I'm at the moment in Bangkok, Thailand. And I'm actually just starting my grand tour period. I arrived like a week ago, so I'm still settling in. But yeah, everything is going really smooth now. The school has started last week, so slowly but surely getting integrated into the new environment and exploring what the new housing and new living experience is like.
That's very nice. And what courses are you doing in Thailand? What opportunities do you have?
Yeah, I've decided to do both of my minors in Bangkok. The one that I've just started with is mindful leadership, and the second one that's going to start as of April is going to be integrated digital marketing.
Oh, nice. And you're going to do both in Bangkok, in Thailand?
Yes, both of them are going to be here. So I'm going to just sit tight, enjoy the nice weather here, and attend both of the minors from here.
Yeah, because as far as I am aware, you can also do your second minor in a different country, right?
So yes, that's correct. An option also would have been to go to South Africa or Bali, but the integrated digital marketing minor was something that was really important to me. So I've decided to attend that one from here too.
That is very nice. And I mean, I know you are only there for a week now, but maybe you can tell me how was your transition so far? Was it easy? Do you feel welcome?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, the transition was quite fast. Didn't really see it coming. It happened from day to day, and I had to pack all my belongings, all my life into two suitcases. And this was the first time when I jumped up on a plane for 11 hours. So it was also first time for such a great flight. And once I arrived in the afternoon, everything seemed to be fine. But the next day, the jet lag really hit me. It was 6 hour difference from the Netherlands. But the transition overall was good. It was really welcoming. We were directly picked up from the airport by a personal van, so it was really welcoming. And yeah, transition went smooth, but it has been really a great experience so far.
That is very, very nice to hear. Of course, I'm always happy to hear stories like that. And well, as we talked about before, we not only have the opportunity to go abroad while you're studying, but also if you want to go on internship. So I would like to now go to Victoria, because I would be fairly interested. How did you manage to get an internship outside of Europe, basically? Because where are you now? Can you tell us, please?
Good morning. Greetings from Boston. It's 5 in the morning here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm very glad that you woke up to help us out today.
I'm also working as a morning shift, so it's all good, and I'm really happy to be part of the Open Day again. Thank you. It was an amazing journey. It's almost ending. I'm having my last 10 days at the hotel. It was because of the hotel school and Monday, a Global Monday, another academic company that helped me to get here. And it was a 12-month internship, but it was a really rewarding journey, and I really, really loved it.
Oh, so does that mean you're done now with your internship?
Yes, I'm finishing exactly on February 14th when I started last year.
All right. And do you already know what you want to do after your internship now?
I need to go back home because that's what my J1 visa requires. But maybe I will come back. But I miss Leeuwarden, so I need to come back.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, I understand. Obviously, I'm quite drawn to the city now that you know so many people here. It's I'm always very happy to come back.
Exactly, the friends and everybody. True.
Yeah. So how did NHL though prepare you for your internship? Because I know
yes.
You said you study hospitality, right?
Yes.
Or so you already worked at NHL Stenden in the hotel school, right? Can you maybe tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, I think it was the right cycle of things, because if I was not, I wouldn't live, in the Netherlands. This wouldn't have been prepared me for this big step to go outside of US, to go outside of Europe, to go to United States, and it requires to be brave, to get off your comfort zone and go on an adventure. So I felt it like that. Yeah. And everything that I learned in my hotel school helped me to strengthen my career development here. Absolutely everything. And I'm still working with great leaders from the industry. And the hotel where I'm working is the first Ritz-Carlton founded in US. Oh, and it's a 5-star property. It's absolutely special. Yeah.
So you probably made a lot of new connections that are going to help you out later in your life when you're in need of a job. So
absolutely, exactly.
Seems like NHL set you up good for your later working life.
Exactly, with everything. Nice. A new baggage of I gained a new luggage of knowledge, expertise, and also life experiences. For sure.
That's very, very nice to hear. And now I'm gonna finally talk to my guest in the studio. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to go through the Zoom guests first. You can tell us maybe a bit more about the Run EU program, because now we heard about exchange, about Grand Tour, and about the internship, which are 3 beautiful things to do, 3 beautiful opportunities to go abroad with this university. But there's also the Run EU program. So what does Run EU actually mean? What is it?
So the Run EU is a partnership between 7 different universities within Europe. It differs from exchange, the Grand Tour, and the internship, because you can do it at any point within your program, and you can do it as many times as you want.
That sounds amazing, actually. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? Sadly, I didn't get to know this like till last time I was here at the open day, so a couple of months ago. So for me, it's now a bit too late.
I mean, you could still do you could still do it in third year or in fourth year if you wanted.
Well, maybe I consider it. Have you already been gone with Ronnie U somewhere?
I haven't gone on one yet, but I've started the short advanced program that's happening in Ireland. So for the next month.
Okay, so soon you will go to Ireland to study there?
12 days, counting down the days.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing. Honestly, it's an amazing opportunity to do. And do you get provided with any kind of support, money-wise or something, while you go?
Yeah, you do. You get a grant from the school, so you basically do not pay for anything because the money comes for your flight, your accommodation.
Okay.
And the program itself is free.
Well, once again, I'm wondering why haven't I done it yet? So would you recommend doing this?
I would recommend it, definitely, because it provides opportunities for yourself for the future. And you can also look into doing programs which differ from your current study course, because you don't need to stay in your course. So I do international business, so I don't have to do a business program. I could go and do... I mean, the one that they have that will be in Portugal is about children's playgrounds. Yeah. So I could go and do that. It doesn't have to be relating to my course. So it's a good opportunity because you can expand your knowledge and further different interests.
Yeah, definitely. And you can still go on exchange or grand tour. Are you planning on doing that as well? Or
I'm planning on doing the grand tour.
Oh, and do you have a destination already?
Destination is Bangkok, right?
Oh, like Kornel.
Exactly. I also applied for the integrated digital marketing one as well. So
wow.
Next year.
See, so you have in half a year you can ask him how it was.
Exactly.
And
full experience.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds amazing for sure. And well, another question that I would maybe have for Marla is, you were in what study program are you?
Well, at NHL Stenden, I'm in leisure and events management. But
and what
here I'm doing nonprofit, social, and healthcare management, which sounds very different. But we had a lot of courses like sustainability, international law, marketing, human resource management, fundraising, events. So it is related, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like leisure and event management is also a course that sets you up a very wide field of work, I do believe. But that also means, right, that you don't have to do an exchange in a program that is completely related to your study, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
No, you can do it in a different program or in a different field. I mean, it has to be somehow related.
Yes. Well, as long as the partner university allows it, I believe. Exactly. So me as a creative business student, I can't just go and hop onto a graphic design thing if I would want to. But yeah, maybe another question for Kornel. Why exactly did you choose the minor that you're doing? Because I do know that a lot of people like to do this minor, and I'm always wondering why myself, because I don't know, for me it doesn't appeal that much, but I still would like to know more why people choose it.
Yeah, of course. Well, to be honest, I have gotten a grip of the fact that a university is really a key element for you to reflect on yourself through the process. And this study program helps you being mindful, taking a look at how you can reflect on yourself on a daily basis, and how mindfulness manifestation is present in a corporate world. It's really a connection that we're making. However, we also study about the local cultures such as Buddhism, and we're going a lot of field trips. So that was definitely a plus that made me choose this study program. Maybe this minor.
Always the field trips that sell it to people. And do you feel like that so far the university is somehow similar to NHL, because it's still like a location of NHL, right? I know you're only there for like 1 or 2 weeks now, but maybe you can.
Yeah, to be honest, yes, this is the Stenden Thailand campus, and it's similar as in it's also really big. We had a lot of students. However, the facilities are a little different. For instance, the school has its own pool in it. There's a market taking place almost every week on the ground floor totally. That's being built up every week. and there are a lot of programs, and there are 3 different sort of buildings, and basically it's somewhat similar, but there are extra facilities that such as the pool that we haven't seen at NHL Stenden Water, for instance.
Sounds amazing. A pool in the university. Who would not like that, actually?
Exactly.
So thank you very much, Kornel, for that. Inside now, I'm kind of jealous. And well, maybe I could ask you, Victoria. I know it's still early. I'm sorry to bother, but now you're already in Boston now for quite a while now. And was it easy for you to transition from this Dutch lifestyle that you have been enjoying for 2 years, and then, or maybe even 3, and then go to the US?
Yeah, it was a big step to take, and it required patience. You have to be patient to find your rhythm, because here everything is fast paced, even the work rhythm. But I really enjoy the culture. So many nationalities, and no, not only Americans. Boston is the most European city from all the US cities. That's what I realized here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, some challenges were there as well, but that makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And it's a really test for yourself to see if you can resist. It was hard to be away from home, but at the same time, I have mixed feelings. I'm sad that I'm leaving, but I'm excited that I'm going home.
Yeah, well, the patience part I really like though, so that's why I'm gonna press this very interesting button that's just gonna say that's useful. Thank you very much. I actually don't know if you guys see the button as well. Did you see the overlay? I guess you didn't.
Yeah, it was.
Well, but thank you very much for that answer for sure. And
Sure.
well, do you have now? You are going to be on exchange or want to go on Grand Tour soon, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you have another question for those 3 beautiful people as well.
What would you say was the difficult part going to the exchange or the Grand Tour so far?
I could say for exchange, I think because it is a different university and you have a different program, it's not our university, it's hard to have everything sorted out at the beginning because you have to communicate with a lot of people and talk to a lot of people to have everything figured out. So it is a bit of work, but it's worth it. But it can be difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, probably I would say that for Grand Tour is also the same. A little bit of preparation is needed. You've got to take a look into your visa requirements, the vaccinations, also how you're gonna pack up and how you set your rooms. But once the preparation, usually they say 80% preparation, 20% execution. So probably I'd say that.
Preparation is also good. Thank you very much for that. Well, now I would actually have to press the button for each and every one of you. I'm sorry that I only did it for 2 now. But yeah, thank you very much for that as well. I want to go on exchange as well, so it's very, very good to know what Marla just said as well.
Yeah.
Always the very useful ladies and nice ladies at the international office that will try to answer every question that you have. Sometimes they can't, but still. For now, I would like to thank all of you very much for being here. And I hope all of you enjoy your time during writing your thesis or being on Grand Tour, coming back from your internship, and of course, soon to be in Ireland, right?
Yes.
So thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your day or your night, wherever you are. And well, hopefully see you soon somewhere.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Well,
Well,
how have you been doing, Svenja?
I've been doing pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah?
I didn't manage to go to my dream destinations, but I found some really nice other ones, like New York City, Canada, and Iceland. So I think that was pretty successful.
Oh, sounds very nice. And
Yeah.
did you enjoy it? Was it like, how were the flights?
I love it. It was very quick, actually, so very handy. But since we're speaking about internationality and all those kinds of things, I hear Matti is at the International Square here on campus. So let's see. Matti, how are things going over there? What's up?
Hey guys, it's Matti Mati again, welcome to the International Square. We're here to explore the international opportunities. As you can see behind us, there's a world to explore, study abroad. Behind us, we actually have a couple of students to talk about their experience and their minors. And yeah, we're just gonna interview them. I guess that's the easiest. Hi, so where did you go for your minors and what's your best experience?
Yeah, I went to Bali for my grand tour and I did entrepreneurship in action, and my best experience was for sure all the different activities we did. We went visiting a farm and to an eco-friendly hotel, so yeah.
That sounds amazing. Thank you very much. And you?
I've been to Thailand and studied business innovation and marketing, and it was really nice to have the opportunity to start your own company in Asia, which is a huge market for entrepreneurs.
Sounds amazing. Guys, definitely consider it. It's the way to go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Matti. That was great. Good insight into the on-campus open day. What is happening here now? Program update. At 12, we're going to have the new study Q&A sessions for hospitality management, marketing management, information technology, international teacher education for secondary schools, and the associate degree of the creative media professional. All of those can be accessed by just clicking on the session right next to us. What else have we got?
Well, we also have a DBE session coming up.
Nice.
Which is our innovative educational system, where you meet Ralica, Nicole, and Joanna, who will show you a little bit of their experience with this concept and show you some projects that they did during their time at NHL Stenden.
Yeah, lovely. And here in the studio, I'll get to talk to Nina, who is going to be online, and Adam, and they're going to tell us what their life at NHL Stenden looks like and answer all of your questions, everything that you might have.
Yeah. But
in case you just joined, make sure to exit full screen mode right now, because then underneath us here, underneath the live stream, you will find 4 different tiles. The first one is called Study at NHL Stenden. Here you will find 6 reasons why you should come to study with us. You'll find information about DBE, you'll find information about application, but also get a guided tour through the campus in case you can't be here today.
Exactly. Also what you will find is next to that you will find the open day program, where you will see everything that will happen in the studio as well as outside the studio. For example, the one-on-one student talks that you can book that are also right next to that, where you will have the chance to meet a student of your choice for 10 minutes and just talk about how their life at NHL Stenden looks like, and of course how the course looks like as well, that you might want to join too.
Yeah. And also, you forgot our degrees. In case you have any questions about our degrees, make sure to click on that tab. There you'll find different pre-recorded sessions. You can use tags to navigate through that. If there's a question about that, check that out. And then the other 2 things, Jonas.
Well, of course, always next to us, you have the chat where you, please, I dare you to ask us questions. As you already did, we're very happy about that, of course. But feel free to ask as many questions as you want, also for our guests. Obviously. Yeah. And you will also find the live sessions that are coming up, for example, as we just talked about the DBE live sessions.
Yes, perfect. And then, of course, as said before, we're using a Mentimeter today that will come up over and over again. So just make sure you have the mentimeter.com open when we have the next question. And then we'll be right back with the next student talk here.